Hi, today we are tasked to read articles regarding cultured meat or clean market, 3D printed house, vertical farms, rain project by Manoj Bhargava, and free electric by Manoj Bhargava as well. Then in this video, we will discuss the fully developed and ongoing technologies on how those mentioned technologies will provide security to the basic necessities of the human society as environmental issues arise. So let's start with number 1, cultured meat or clean market. Meat has been a big ingredient of human evolution, but now's the time to use our love of it to create a positive impact on the planet. So what is cultured meat? Cultured meat refers to the concept of meat, which includes muscle cells, fat cells, connective tissue, blood, and other components, produced via cell culture rather than from a whole slaughtered animal. Cultured meat could deliver reduced water use, greenhouse gas emissions, eutrophication potential, and land use compared to conventional livestock meat production. Cultured meat conventionally produce beef, sheep, pork, and poultry. Finding it involves approximately 78 to 96% less greenhouse gas emissions, 99% less land use, 82 to 96% less water use, and 7 to 45% less energy use, depending upon what meat product is it compared to. So what good it can give to the human society and what it can provide to secure the basic human necessities. First, cultured meat is kinder to you. Cultured meat are in total control. From start to finish, scientists are accountable for every cell. They can tell you everything that goes into it. You can be sure of what you'll get out of it. Second, it is kinder to society worldwide. When everyone gets to share the goodness, we can start to form a fairer food landscape for all, because everyone should have the right to eat good quality, nutritious food. Third, it is kinder to cows and other animals. Why is that so? Because cows are much more loving and emotionally sensitive than most people would imagine. To make tens of thousands of meat, all we need from a cow is a small cell sample. No slaughter is required and much less cows are needed. This process also means we don't have to take away any other animal's habitats. With less cows, we need far less space. And the last, it is kinder to the planet. We don't need to draw as much water from the rivers, cut down rainforests to create pasture and animal feed, use as much energy, or work with chemicals which can run off into our oceans. By treating the planet kindly, we can create a happier world. So let's go to the 3D printed houses. 3D printed houses are made the same way any other 3D printed object is made. A material like concrete or plastic is extruded through a nozzle that can move in 3 dimensions to print an object. So what are the pros of 3D printed home? First, their construction method is sustainable. With 3D printing, you print what you need to the drop and then stop. Second, they can be built quickly. Current technology allows the framework of a small 400 square foot home to be printed in just 24 hours, though the final touches might take a bit longer. Third, they are more affordable than stick-built houses. By some professionals estimates construction cost for a 3D printed house could be half that of those for home constructed with wooden frames. Fourth, there's more flexibility in terms of design. Most stick-built houses feature rectilinear geometry because straight lines and right angles are the easiest and most convenient shape for that style of construction. Any deviation, say a curved wall, requires a lot more effort and money. But 3D printed walls can take on any shape with ease. It is because of the precise movements of the machine. And then the last, it's easy to make last-minute design changes. If you have a new idea and want to tweak the design, it's incredibly simple to amend the design file. And the best part, the printer doesn't mind. So let's go now to the vertical farms. Vertical farming is the practice of growing crops in vertically stacked layers. It often incorporates controlled environment agriculture, which aims to optimize plant growth, and soilless farming techniques such as hydroponics, aquaponics, and aeroponics. What good it can give to human society and what it can provide to secure the basic human necessities. First, increase and year-round crop production. This farming technology can ensure crop production all year round in non-tropical regions. Furthermore, indoor farming will minimize infestation and post-harvest spoilage. Second, protection from weather-related problems. Because the crops will be grown under controlled environment, they will be safe from extreme weather occurrences such as droughts and floods. Third, organic crops production. The advantages of this urban farming technology can be further exploited by large-scale production of organic crops. The controlled growing conditions will allow a reduction or total abandonment of the use of chemical pesticides. Fourth, water conservation and recycling. According to Despomier, the vertical farming technology includes hydroponics, which uses 70% lesser water than normal agriculture. Aeroponics will also be used, which consumes 70% less water compared to hydroponics. Urban waste like black water will be composted, recycled, and used for farming inside a building. Sewage sludge will be converted to topsoil and processed for the extraction of water for agricultural use of drinking water. Fifth, it is environment friendly. Every land area that will be developed for this farming technology will reduce by 100-fold the necessity of utilizing land for food production. These farms could be reverted to their natural state. This will promote the regrowth of trees, which are effective in carbon dioxide sequestration. Growing crops indoor reduces or eliminates the use of mechanical plows and other equipment, thus reducing the burning of fossil fuel. As a result, there will be a significant reduction in air pollution and CO2 emission that cause climatic change. Furthermore, carbon dioxide emission will be reduced from shipping crops across continents and oceans. A healthier environment will be enhanced for both humans and animals. Lesser disturbance to the land surface will also favor the increase in the population of animals that live in and around farmlands. Vertical farming therefore favors biodiversity. Number 6. Human health friendly. Indoor farms will reduce the occupational hazards associated with traditional horizontal farming. Such risks include accidents in handling farming equipment, exposure to infectious diseases like malaria, exposure to poisonous chemicals, and confrontations with poisonous and dangerous animals. The availability of fresh and safe food will be beneficial to the population. 7. It is energy conservation and production. Selling of the crops in the same building in which they are grown will significantly reduce the consumption of fuel that is used in transporting the crops to the consumers. Number 8. Sustainable urban growth. Vertical farming applied in a holistic approach in conjunction with other technologies can allow urban areas to absorb the expected influx of more population and yet still remain food sufficient. The technology could provide more employment to the rural populace expected to converge to the cities in the years to come. So here we go with the RAIN project by Manoj Bhargava. Bhargava believes water is the world's next hot commodity. Take the rainmaker, a desalination unit roughly the size of a flatbed truck that relies on a conventional power source to distill seawater into fresh water well beyond Environmental Protection Agency guidelines. A single rainmaker can be placed in a town with a wastewater plant. In a crisis, hundreds could be stacked on an ocean barge to process seawater. Coastal desalination facilities typically cost billions to construct and require massive amounts of energy. It's a growing, booming business, one that has withstood a variety of health crises, or the shots are free of both net carbs and gluten. The appeal is obvious and wide-ranging. It's low-calorie, plus it offers healthy-sounding B vitamins and a cocktail of exotic-sounding boosters like niacin and phenylalanine. It's a go-to for dieters and red-eyed commuters and redder-eyed partygoers alike. And last but not the least is the Free Electric by Manoj Bhargava. Imagine if you could generate electricity by just riding a bicycle in it, and if every time you use that bike to exercise, you were knocking off the cost of your electric bill. Well, believe it or not, it is possible. Someone has thought of this and actually created a machine that can do it. It's called a hands-free electric hybrid bike. And it was invented by billionaire philanthropist Manoj Bhargava. This wonderful idea makes it possible for a person to supply a rural household with energy for 24 hours by just exercising for 1 hour. The bike functions through a very simple form of mechanical energy. The flywheel is activated when you pedal, and this powers the generator that charges a battery. The creator motivation for coming up with this idea was to empower the powerless. Bhargava strongly believes that the hands-free electric hybrid bike could essentially create better health, more leisure time, better access to education, and opportunities for entrepreneurship. It could literally change the world. With a hands-free electric bike, you have electricity on demand. There's no utility bill, no need to buy fuel, no need to wait for the sun to shine or the wind to blow, and no pollution. On top of all that, countless studies have proven that unbelievable benefits of exercise. That's all, and thank you for watching.